Oh my god. It's a new Pokemon. Finally. Oh my god, I can't wait to play this. Anything is better than Pokemon Sword and Shield. Okay. It's been 3 months since Pokemon released. And wow, what a process. Now all I gotta do is get down, record the voiceover, and edit the... God damn! Man, my editor is going to have hell editing this. Wait, I don't have an editor. No one's forcing me to do this. Why should I do this? I told you, no more slacking off. I need that video. This is Game of the Year right here. Yes, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Released in November, and yeah, this game is so rough around the edges that it could probably cut your baby's umbilical cord. Well, here we go. Congratulations, it's a boy. The game came out, and although it has mixed reviews from people saying that its story is one of the best stories in Pokemon, and its gameplay looking like, well, Roblox. It really is very hit or miss, but overall it's an enjoyable experience at best and an unplayable experience at worst, depending on how your Switch decided to react or how your game wanted to function. At the very end of it, it is fun, it is Pokemon, and I do think it's one of the most potential having games, that's the best way I can describe it, from the Pokemon generation. It is very fun, and I think that it could go a long way if they would just fix it, because, well, as of now, they haven't released a single update to fix any of the issues. So, what do we do from this? Well, in hopes that Pokemon Day has been announced to have a Pokemon Presents on February 27th, and I don't know when this video will go up, in hopes that they will put in the update, hopefully some type of small free DLC as compensation for, you know, the game being broken. Hopefully everything gets fixed by then. It has been quite a while, but hey, you know, I could let bygones be bygones if this could be the second coming of Christ. At best, this is one of the best Pokemon games that you could enjoy with your friends on the hub world, and you don't need to only trade and stuff. I wish that you would have more variety of what you can do with your friends, but it's Pokemon at the end of the day. You kind of just have, you know, like 3 options to do with your friends. You either trade, battle, suck each other off, who knows. And overall, the game is fun, and the story is really where it's at, because it's at best its most charming, and its musical score is amazing. But when it gets to the frame rate issues and the overall gameplay, well, it does not function correctly. You can tell they finished programming this game in the back alleys of a Walmart, and they just did not think twice about going through it. It's like no one play tested it. They said, we have a due date, we have to pump it out, the machine has to continue. And well, with those sales numbers, it seems it works for them. Pokemon Scarlet, at best, the one that I chose, really shows a lot of promise in what it's doing, but it doesn't really fulfill it 100% due to its lack of, well, structured gameplay. Sometimes you feel like you can go through places, and sometimes it just feels like, yeah, no, it doesn't work. Sometimes you'll be looking for a Pokemon, trying to finish a Pokédex, and then the game just decides, well, wouldn't you like this slideshow? It's something that you just can't understand. You know that for a Pokemon game, it's quite an ambitious project, not as a game, but you know, as a Pokemon title, because in reality, the closest you've had is Pokemon Legends Arceus, and that's a catching simulator, and it's one of the best Pokemon games there is, because that's what's fun about the game, catching the monsters, you know? But it's not really, you know, that ambitious when you come to see these AAA games, considering Game Freak makes so much money, that it's not something that you'd be expecting it's going to be hard for them to develop. Like Nintendo has Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is an open world, and it has a beautiful scenery. So you can't really say like, oh yeah, it's the Nintendo Switch. Sure, the Nintendo Switch is underpowered, but that doesn't mean that you can't utilize it to its maximum potential. same way that I can't utilize this editor to its maximum potential. And since you haven't liked and subscribed the video, you brought this upon himself. Story-wise, you have a lot of viability in how you want to consume the story, but overall, there is an issue with the level scaling. They should have scaled the levels depending on which area you went to, but there is already a set order, but you don't have to follow it. Because for example, the way that I went through everything west, north, and then south, and when I went to the south, which was the last gym, I was extremely over-leveled for the small little baking lady. Yeah, no, it was obscene. It was a bloodbath. Same thing happened with Team Star. I did the same thing because I was following the same order and their levels were not scaled. It wasn't until I realized when I finished the gyms that I should have let the north area as the hardest one and just wait till I had everything else solved. The only thing that felt somewhat scaled was the finale where you go against the professor. But then again, that is the finale. It's supposed to be hard, and it's not that it's hard, it's just that it's, you know, if you don't have the right Pokemon because you don't know what she's bringing out, then it's going to be a little complicated. But overall, the game just felt a little easy when they let you choose wherever you went. It's like if you beat the final gym in Pokemon Emerald and then went back to the first gym. It just doesn't make any sense, you know? I wake up, I have like a Rayquaza, and I go just obliterating the game. No. Now, in my opinion, playing this game felt a lot of fun. Now, I haven't been addicted to the game. I'm not going to say the same thing that I said in the Switch Sports review because I hate the Nintendo Switch Sports. And mostly because Elden Ring, I got Elden Ring. Yeah, Game of the Year. And when I was playing Pokemon, my friends kind of stopped playing. I started playing more Elden Ring. But the game was very fun, and I played it a lot. And I would play it more if I could feel a little more enticement to how the hell do I breathe Pokemon. So I have no idea how to do it, and I haven't finished the Pokédex because of some frame rate issues and other things that are going on. I just want the game to get updated after the Pokemon Presents. Hopefully some DLC that adds more content for you to do post-game like they did for Pokemon Legends Arceus with Daybreak. And maybe, just maybe, you know, add some type of new region to explore. Or add something with the whole Paradox Pokemon and make me able to go back in time. Or be able to go underwater because, you know, back in like Pokemon Black, Pokemon Gen 3, Emerald, Sapphire, and Ruby, you could use Dive, go underwater, and that just gave, I guess, a little more area to explore. And I kind of do miss that. I miss the idea of like, even in the water, there's other areas. And I kind of do miss that. Overall, the game is decent looking. It looks like game. And its story is what's most charming of it. Gameplay wise, Pokemon is Pokemon. There's no real formula change. The only thing is Terra types, and even so, I don't feel like it's that big of a change. So overall, it's a good game. I would give it a 7 out of 10. But what it's lacking really tries to outshine what it has, because it's abhorrent. It is just, no, there is no way. There's no way you can get through the game simply if you had to experience all the glitches that were going on. They were just too many at the same time. But overall, the game is enjoyable. You can have fun, you can be with your friends, you can connect 4 people, which is something interesting. The online worked and it didn't have any issues, so that's a plus. So here's to hoping that the Pokemon Presents brings a new Kanto region update, DLC maybe, DLC for the Kanto region, hopefully. Brings a huge update that fixes the boxes, fixes the frame rate issues, adds some more, I don't know, visuals for like the render distance. And you know, overall just make the game be as polished as I'm assuming they wanted it to be. And that's what I hope for the most right now with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Fun game, terrible execution, but extremely fun, very promising. So here's to hoping that they can fix it in time.